We're pleased to have the Dynamiters number 88, Braiden Koran, come to talk to us during this first intermission. Braiden, understand you're a little bit under the weather, and your hat's in the way. So I guess the first question is your thoughts on that first period.
I thought we came out hot, a little slow, but we finished the period hot, and we're on a roll right now.
You've been with the Dynamiters. This is actually your third season with the Dynamiters. I think you played one game 2 years ago, and then last year you were a regular AP for the Dynamiters, and this year, first regular season. How does that feel?
It's awesome to finally make it onto the big club and not have to get called up to play anymore.
So, Braiden, what do you feel is your role on this Dynamiter Hockey Club?
I'm an energy guy that can produce a couple points here and there and help the team win.
So an energy guy means you like to use the body and play the physical game?
Yeah, I love the physical game. It's probably the favorite part of the game for me.
So part of that being physical is that other teams are going to be physical with you, and I guess last Saturday night you took a bit of a hit, and now you're out for a bit.
Yeah, just a light bump that ended up being worse than it should have been.
So how long do you expect to be out of the lineup?
I was just told today that I might actually be back next week if I get my strength exercises back.
So it's just a matter of doing some physio to get strength in the shoulder back.
Yeah.
So normally when you're on a line, who do you normally play with?
Before I got hurt, I was playing with McDowell and Bertoya for the past 2 weekends. And
so McDowell scored a really nice goal. He got a nice assist from number 5 Cam Reed. First game that he's played with the Dynamiters, is that correct?
He played one last year, but it's his first one this year.
He looks comfortable out there. He didn't mind carrying the puck up and taking a rush.
Yeah, I've known Cam for a long time. He's always played like that, and he's just been a confident guy with the puck all the time.
And he doesn't look out of place. He looks like a very confident player. Well, let's talk about you in a bit. Who do you pattern your game after? Who do you like as an NHL player?
As an NHL player, I like Alex Ovechkin and the way he plays. I just like how he's physical and he can skate and shoot and do everything well.
He's got a pretty good snapshot.
Yeah.
and he does like to hit people. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't mind taking a bit of punishment either to make a play.
No.
So looking at that, what are your goals with hockey? What do you want to do with it?
I'd love to play university hockey and maybe pro over in Europe or in North America if possible.
Have you had anybody talking to you about university?
I haven't talked to any university teams yet, but I talked to a junior A team the day I got hurt, actually.
Okay, and what team was that?
Surrey Eagles.
And that's where Jackson Bohan is. He was called up to the Eagles for this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were both going to play this weekend because they're down bodies right now.
Okay. So looking at playing in university, I guess the showcase that's coming up later this month is going to be really important for you.
Yeah, hopefully I'm back in time for it. I should be back fully for it.
So when you're in a showcase like that, do you change your game to do anything different, or you just try to play your game as best you can?
No, I just play with my game because I just feel like it's a good game to play and it'll make me a long way. And
that's what university hockey and junior A hockey players are looking for, is people that can move the puck and can play a little bit physical as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I noticed that your dad is the trainer for the Dynamiters.
Yeah.
How does that work with you being a player and having Dad being the equipment manager, basically I guess he's the paramedic out there?
Yeah. It doesn't really make a difference. I don't like to complain to him a lot, because if I tell him I got a little bump, he'll take me out because it'll be worrisome. So I just try to keep it secret whenever I'm hurting a little bit.
So a little tough to keep that the injury and Fernie out away from him then, right?
Yeah, I just felt it pop, and it was just, I knew something was wrong.
Is this the first time that's happened with the shoulder?
No,
Although the upper body injury, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's actually the third time that the same thing's happened, but once the other shoulder.
Okay, so looking at that, are you doing anything different, like wearing a brace or whatnot to protect the shoulders?
I'm taping them and using a little donut thing that's like you put on the bone that hurts.
Okay. And has the medical staff suggested that perhaps surgery is an option for you at some point?
No, not yet, because I haven't had any major injuries. They've all just been grade 1, and I've been back within 3 to 4 weeks every time.
Right.
So surgery might be.
Go ahead.
Surgery might be if it gets if I hurt it again, but as of right now, there's no surgery.
So looking at the Dynamiters, they've had a really good start to the season. I think they're 21-4, playing against another team that's playing very well. What do you have to do to keep the momentum going against a team like Nelson?
You just got to keep playing our game, and like with the weaker teams, you got to play the same game, and they got to keep up with you. And if they can't keep up, too bad for them.
Well, the Nelson Leafs got 14 skaters tonight. Obviously, that's going to be an advantage in the third period if the Dynamos can keep up their speed. Is that correct?
Yeah, they'll get wearing down for sure, especially with the way we've been playing physically so far and using our speed. They won't be able to keep up.
I thought the Nelson Leafs came out and kind of hang-tied the Dynamiters in that first 5 to 7 minutes. Looked like the Dynamiters might have, I don't know, taken it easy a bit.
Yeah, they came out a little slow, but like towards the midway point and end of the period, they picked it up a lot.
Okay. So if you had a choice to play anywhere you wanted to in the future, where would it be?
Probably in Swift Current for the WHL team there.
Okay. So have you had any chats or talk with any of the WHL teams throughout the last couple of years?
I've talked with Swift Current and Kamloops. I actually went to Kamloops camp when I was 15, and like I did pretty solid there. And I've been talking to Swift Current on and on, back and forth, throughout the whole year.
As you get older, what are your goals in hockey?
Play professionally of some level, like
okay.
Whether it be AHL or ECHL or over in Europe somewhere.
NHL.
NHL.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, let's talk about. We talked about your favorite player. Who's your favorite team?
I love the Canucks. It's hard being a Canucks fan.
Well, they're a young team this year, and they got a big win last night against a pretty good hockey club, the Nashville Predators, beating them 5-3. I think his final score was.
Yeah.
So on the Canucks, who do you like?
I like Brock Besser. I just like how he shoots the puck and he does everything. He sees the game so well. And obviously, Elias Pettersson is also very good, being 19 and doing what he can do. Pettersson's
he's an awesome player for a young guy, and Besser, again, built along your lines. He's a little bit bigger and a little more solid than Pettersson, but at 19 years old, he's going to fill out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Any shout-outs? Do you want to shout out to Braiden?
No, not really. I can't think of anyone.
Well, let's leave it there then. Braiden Koran, thank you very much for coming and talking to us. Number 88, Braiden Koran.